Principle number 10, organize around value. Now, you might have studied Scaled Agile Framework already by now, and you may understand there is something called Agile Release Train, which is a group of Agile teams who are working together and delivering a value to the business. Now, you might be thinking, okay, how do we create these Agile Release Train? Like, how do we group these 100 people together? Now, one of your traditional notion of thinking is we may have a development train, we may have a test train, the way we used to have development teams and testing team. The idea here is rather than creating functional team at a small team level as well as an Agile Release Train level, what Scaled Agile is promoting, and I think generic Agile approach is also promoting, is creating a cross-functional team. And that's the whole idea of organizing around value. So which means that your customer is looking for some value, your team should be organized in such a way so that they can take a customer input and they can deliver the value in themselves. What could be the reverse of it? You only do a part of the job. You do something, and after that team is over and some other team takes care of it. So you have a hands-off. Say you are only responsible for creating, someone else is responsible for packaging, someone else is responsible for distributing, and ultimately it has to be tracked all 3, 4, 5 components, and the customer gets the delivery. That's the reverse of not organizing around value. When we organize around value, we take the order, we do everything as a one team. There may be different skills getting applied, but the management structure, the performance, the reporting is one. And we are focusing on creating and delivering customer value. So that's the whole idea of organizing around value. Now, in a simple presentation, I may want to explain this. Say when we have a functional organization, so say just for sake of example, you may have requirement group, say requirement analysis group, something like this, traditional way. And you may have say another a group which is saying, say dev group, assuming, yeah, there is a dev group, and finally there is another group. I'm not naming them, there could be another group. So those groups are there. They have their bosses. Yeah, there are requirement head, there is a dev head, there is a test head, etc., etc. And they organize their part of work. There are people who are organized around them. So many, I think, traditional organizations are created like this. Now, when the customer comes in, they ask for a particular feature. They comes here. Now, feature will involve various of these elements before it can be delivered to the end customer. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Now, assuming there were multiple items which came here, and now this work moved to requirement to dev. Yeah. Now, while dev was working on something, they discovered some problem. They asked the requirement person went to the customer, they asked for clarification, and it was a misunderstanding. It needs to be changed. Now, this guy came back and say, you need to change. You can't work on something which we have given to you. He says, don't tell me. My boss is anyway looking at my performance, and I only have this amount of time to do. Now, my boss has already given this to me. Now, I have to finish it because the management is coming from the top. Yeah, management is happening from here. Now, what probably this guy will do, the requirement guy will do, he will say, okay, but this is important. I can't let you do that. He will go to his boss. His boss, this boss will go to this boss, and then this boss will say, oh, okay, this is the right thing to do. Let's change it. I'm taking a happy scenario where all bosses were happy and collaborating. There could be a lot of unhappy scenario where they may ask 10 questions before they collaborate. But even in the happy scenario, you can see the time is getting lost and unnecessary coordination is happening. Now, for a customer, all this top communication is useless because for the customer, there is a value which he or she is looking at. So this way of doing is not organizing around value. So what SAFe is saying that rather than doing this, why can't you create your dev organization, dev group, whatever name you want to give, to in a way so that they are aligned to a value delivery. So what does it mean? The management, the control, the policies are governed by one group. So in a simple word, I am just using an example. We just have a one boss who take care of requirement issues, development issues and all, because this boss has all the responsibility of delivering value to the customer. Yeah, this boss is not a X type boss. He is directly having clear responsibility. We take input, we do the things, and we deliver to the customer. And this way of working, we can say that there is a value stream. So this is a value stream which is delivering a value. We take a requirement here and we deliver at the end. So we need to have the teams which are grouped under those groups as a value stream. So we can say that, okay, these are the group of people who are taking care of these products and solutions. So if you have any requirement for this product or solution, you raise a request and they are the one who take care of it. They are responsible for delivering that particular product and solution value. And we have a clear understanding of delivering that value. Now, as you go deeper in a Scaled Agile framework, you may start hearing the term operational value stream and development value stream. So the way simply we can understand is the value delivery to the end customer may happen through operations. Yeah. So say I'm a bank and I might be running my credit card operational value stream, which might be earning money by selling credit card products, by giving credits and receiving interest on it, and also charging transaction fees from the people who are using those credit card. Yeah. So that's a revenue they are generating, and there's an operational value stream. Now, inside that operational value stream, they might be using various systems to take care of their work. So we may have a group of individuals who are taking care of enabling people to enroll to a credit card. So there could be an application which facilitates enrollment to a credit card. And this particular application requires, say, 100 people. And these 100 people can be grouped together as an agile release train. And they have a clarity that for us, we are taking care of onboarding new credit card customers related applications. There could be one or two applications. We can take a request. Our business user will give us a request. Everything which is needed for these applications is part of our group. We design them, we develop them, we validate them, we test them, we deploy them, we take care of that whole work. And that's what we are focusing on. And that also gives a clarity on what kind of a value we are delivering at the end. So that's the whole idea of a development value stream. And the SAFe recommendation is create a cross-functional team. I believe if you're working in the agile environment, the idea of cross-functional team is pretty old now. But yeah, here we are looking at multiple teams also getting aligned towards the development value stream or a development value delivery. This is the 10th principle of Scaled Agile framework.